In this week's Parsha, Parshas Vayeshev, we have the famous story where Yosef is confronted by, we'll call her Mrs. Robinson, Mrs. Potiphar, and she is trying to seduce Joseph to be with her. And the Torah tells us that, according to one opinion, he was actually about to succumb. And then what happened was he saw the image of his father and he was able to withstand the test. And there's a whole dialogue that one of the things that he tells her is, and how can I do such an evil and terrible thing? Where do you see this concept? Where did he get the strength and the fortitude to be able to withstand this test? The answer could be, there's a very famous sefer from Rabbeinu Yonah. Rabbeinu Yonah is known for his explanations of the Talmud and of the Mishnayos. He wrote a famous book called Shari Tshuva, The Gates of Repentance. He also wrote a book called Shari Ho'avoda. I made a copy of it over here. And in the beginning, the Rabbeinu Yonah tells us that a person has to know and recognize and have self-value. He has to realize his advantages, his great attributes, and the great attributes of his forefathers, and how special they were, and how important they were, and how much the HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Almighty, valued them and values him. And he has to always realize this and accustom himself to have this idea in his heart and his mind every single day, and through that he will become closer to the Almighty. And he should say to himself, which is what Yosef said. It's amazing how this idea is mamish what's happening in the parasha. He should say, if my grandfather was here, would I be able to do this? Of course not. And so the image of, in his case, it was his mamish, his parents, his grandparents. In our case, it would be our ultimate, our forefathers from a few generations back. But a person's accustomed to say this and to think about this when he's confronted with a great nisayon, with a great test. He will be able to overcome it by saying, a great man like me, I have all these attributes, and I am the son of great people. What does the Shari Avoda say? Exactly the words, he paraphrased Joseph's words. How can I do this evil thing, and sin against God and to my forefathers all the days? So that's the connection. Yosef's thoughts is what a person should always think about. So basically that's what we're doing in this Dvar Torah. We're putting together that the Shari Avoda, the Rabbeinu Yonah's, this idea, where did he get it from? Did he make it up, Keith? No, he didn't make it up. He took it from the words of Joseph HaTzadik in this week's Parsha. I hope you enjoy how I put together the Rabbeinu Yonah and sourced it in the Torah and the Midrashic interpretation. A good Shabbos, everyone.